Hey, you're listening to Coffee Talk with Liquidshano 1973. Here's your host, Shane Lakita.
Good morning, everybody. I'm hoping that your Tuesday is a good Tuesday. It starts off well, and we are ready to go and do some great things today. So just wanted to catch up with you pretty quickly. I haven't done a podcast in a couple days, so I wanted to get caught up on a few things. A few exciting things, actually. So if you've been watching No Finish Line Nation, the Facebook page, you've been seeing all the posts about the NFL Inspiration Celebration Party that's going to be going on August 4th this year, which is a Saturday, from about 6 to about midnight or so at the Back Bay Hilton in Boston. Big party. We're going to be putting together, 300 to 325 people or so, and we're all going to be getting together to bond and connect and give hugs and celebrate and be inspired, be motivated, and all those things. Well, most of your folks from No Finish Line Nation. Some are flying all the way across the country. Some are coming out from all different places to be able to be here, to be a part of this celebration. And so the details have come out on No Finish Line Nation through Mud Hustler and myself, and a couple of the other admins have posted stuff about how to be able to buy tickets and locations and times and all that stuff. So if you get a chance, pop over to No Finish Line Nation, or you can actually go to Instagram and look up Mud Hustler or myself and our pages. And Kelhet also is on there on the Instagram page, for us to be able to give you information for you to be able to buy tickets, purchase tickets, or whatever. If you're local in Boston, great. You can just come over to the party, buy your ticket to get in. We're doing it through Eventbrite, which is a web server or web provider that we're going to be able to sell the tickets through. And we've already sold out of our VIP passes, our VIP tickets, and then also our early bird special that went on yesterday. So tickets for general admission are on sale now. So if you go to the link that is posted on there, you will be able to. I'll actually put it on the description of what the podcast is too, so that folks can also go visit there to go buy tickets and be able to celebrate in this moment. Now, there are some people that are coming all the way out from California, some from Arizona, some from Florida, all over the country, just to come out to Boston for a few hours, which shows the power of social media when used properly, right? I mean, we have so many different areas and so many different parts of the country where people are just fighting the good fight and trying to be able to get through each day by day and trying to be able to be healthy and do great things and be better, and the camaraderie and the friendships that a lot of people have forged through No Finish Line Nation is a great way for us to be able to continue moving forward. And future years to come, when we do, this is the inaugural session of this party, we're going to be looking at different parts of the country to be able to do it in the future. So keep your ears and your eyes open for those that aren't able to make it out to this one. And we're also going to be doing a lot of live streaming. I may even do a couple podcasts around that weekend, just to make sure that we're making it interactive for each one of you that can't make it, that just wants to be a part of something bigger and better. And so that way you can put some plans in place for next year whenever we announce the location and where we're going and how we're going to do it. So it's a really exciting time for us here, and it's an exciting time for me specifically, because this is going to segue very well into the podcast today around getting out of your comfort zone. It's interesting because here I am working, your 9-to-5 job or your 9-to-5 gig, which would normally be, but it's much more than that. But you're traveling throughout the state. Here I am going to different locations. I'm doing what society tells me that I need to do. I'm working my job, I'm making money, I'm putting retirement away, I'm putting college funds away, I'm doing all kinds of stuff from what society tells me that I need to do. So here I am, being the good soldier and doing everything I have to do to be able to get there. And I'm not feeling fulfilled as much as I would like to. Now, mind you, at the end of the day, I love my job and I love what I do. It pays well. I get a lot from it. I visit lots of people. I connect with people. We bond. I help them grow, all those things. And it's really interesting because the dynamic of some of the things that I need in my life to help others is done through my job of being able to help business owners and people that work in businesses be successful and be able to give themselves a pat on the back and make the most money that they can make and achieve some of their dreams, right? So that's perfectly in alignment with a lot of the things that I try to do here with Coffee Talk, along with my own personal views of what I want to accomplish in life. So it's not a bad job, and it's a great way to be able to do the things that are necessary. My point is, though, is that there are certain things that I want to accomplish in life that most people that are around me, that I might bring up those ideas and things that I'm inspired by or things that I want to be able to do in my life. And the societal norms of those folks will say to me, well, you know what, that's kind of risky. I mean, really, come on, that's just a dream, or that's just a pipe dream, or those are things that you talk about doing, but we don't really go and do those things, and et cetera, et cetera. So you have a lot of negative people that aren't really negative in nature, because I surround myself with mostly positive people. But you also have your realists. You have your people that are grounded in the fact that, listen, I understand you want to put some risk out there and do the things that you feel are necessary for you to achieve your dreams and your goals and all those things. But sometimes we don't achieve those. And I want to scoff at that. I want to say no to the exact words of sometimes you can't achieve those. Because I've heard that from somebody. Sometimes you have dreams on a dream board, and that's what they're called. They're called dreams. Sometimes they will not come true, but you will fight like hell to try to get them. You will push forward to try to be able to dig in and achieve and accomplish your goals and all those things. And everybody understands that, and everybody goes for that. But that's one of the reasons why they call them dreams, is what my friend told me once. They call them dreams because there are things that you want to be able to accomplish, and while you're fighting the good fight to get there, you may not get to where you want to be, but hey, along the way, you can achieve some pretty amazing things. Well, I say, why not go for the dreams? Why not go for some things that you never thought you could do? Why not get uncomfortable? Why can't you just dig in, like we talked about on one of the last podcasts that we just got done with, and figure out what it is you really want and what it is you really want to do in life and some of the things you really want to accomplish. And we're not talking about grand goals, right? I mean, you could really set a goal that might be something that you want to achieve one day. But if you don't go for those dreams and those goals and those aspirations and all those things, then what real good is it for you to be able to set dreams anyway? We're told no all the time in our lives. And although people say no and people say you can't and those kind of words because they're trying to look out for your best interest, for you not to get hurt or devastated, or if you set your dreams too high, you also don't want to be someone who feels defeated when you don't achieve some of the things that you wanted to be able to accomplish. Or you might have somebody rubbing it in your face about the fact that, oh yeah, see, I told you that's what was going to happen. But the whole topic of this coffee talk here, this podcast, is you can set your dreams and your goals to where they want to be. But if you don't put one foot in front of the other and get uncomfortable and challenge yourself to think differently about how you're going to achieve those dreams. You can put down on the board, I'm going to achieve such and such a thing. So A, here it is, boom, that's where I want to be. And then you can go ahead and continue doing life, or continue going through life, or grinding in the motions, doing what you're doing currently to try to achieve those, and probably never really get there because you're not challenging your thought process. You're not stepping out of your comfort zone. You're not getting the wobble knee going. You're not shaking a little bit and being scared and understanding that, wow, I got to really get brave here to be able to step outside of that comfort zone for me to accomplish the things that I want to accomplish. How often are we challenged with stepping out of our comfort zone and we slide right back into the comfort zone? We go right back to where safety is. I mean, it's human nature. That's what we're taught. We're taught to make sure that we're the best at what we do and we can keep on fighting the good fight and doing the things that we're supposed to do, except when we're children, right? So we tell kids, and I know I've talked about this many times in the past, but we tell our kids, hey, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. Go for it, right? Because I think we feel as if there are so many dreams and aspirations that our children can accomplish because the slate is clean with them. There's no baggage, there's no noise, there's no anything, because they have a clean slate to do whatever it is that they want to accomplish in life. And sometimes I think that inspires adults to be able to push our children to say, hey, you know what? You can do anything that you set your mind to. You can accomplish any dream and aspiration that you want because you got a full life ahead of you. Well, here I am being 44 years old, and I'm saying to myself sometimes, I can't do that. I'm already on a path for whatever it is that I'm accomplishing, whether it's work-related, whether it's family-related, whether it's whatever. I can't accomplish those things because it's too late. I'm 44. I'm already over halfway of my life, and it takes a lot of work and dedication to be able to achieve some of those dreams. Well, I call hogwash on that because I am 44 and I'm going for so many things that I never would have thought that I would have gone for. You turn back the clocks 2 years ago, and when I was 360 pounds, I was overweight, I was obese, I wasn't feeling good, high blood pressure, pre-diabetic, wasn't at all where I wanted to be, wasn't a good dad, wasn't a good husband, all those things that I felt anyway in my mind, even though my family will tell you a little differently. But I felt that I was failing in those categories because I wasn't able to do a lot of the things that they might have wanted to do, or they wanted to go do, or they wanted to go out and do stuff, and etc. And for me, I wasn't where I needed to be. So turn the clocks back 2 years ago. I wasn't recording a podcast. I was overweight and obese. I had dreams and aspirations of one day being on a radio, right? That was always something that I'd always put in my little dream journal that I had in life, because I'd always been told you've got a voice for radio, you've got the baritone or the bass to be able to really resonate with people, you're relatable, those kind of things. And I always thought it was going to be a sports broadcast radio. And I always thought I was going to talk sports and talk Red Sox and Celtics and Patriots and all the good teams that I support, right? So here I am 2 years later, and I'm recording on a podcast in my office, putting out inspirational messages on a recording device on my desk to everybody that's out there listening to the podcast. And so we're hitting about 45,000 downloads. It feels really good to get all kinds of different feedback and positive affirmation and all kinds of people that are inspired by my words or by things that I say and my journey itself. And so who would have thought that? I always wanted to be on the radio, so I met some people. I met some people along the way, and those people told me, you got to go for the dreams that you're trying to be able to shoot for. You have to pull the Band-Aid off, put one foot in front of the other, and go for the things that you feel you need to do. And if you want to aspire to be something great, you can't be great until you get uncomfortable getting there. You think 87 podcasts ago, number one that I was on there, you can hear it. I've listened to them. I've gone back and listened to ones and twos and threes. And the recording is different. The feel of the podcast is different. The comfort level has grown in a way that I was just awkward and I didn't really know what I was doing, and I was there, and I still don't know what I'm doing. But at the end of the day, I'm getting uncomfortable to achieve the dreams and the goals that I want to be able to achieve. Anybody can accomplish whatever you set your mind to if you just put your one foot in front of the other and you go for it. Even if it looks like it's going to be painful, even if it looks like you're going to be in this awkward place where you are doubting yourself, you're looking at yourself going, no way, man, I can't do that. I can't accomplish the things that I want to be able to do because that's going to hurt and that's going to hurt. That's a risk. You got to take risk to get the reward. You have to. And if you want to accomplish things that you never thought you could, you have to step out of your comfort zone to do it. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. We all kind of know that. But the problem is that we don't all kind of do it. to be able to accomplish the things. Or maybe the things that you want to accomplish aren't as powerful as what you might have thought at one day or one time. So you need to redefine those things that you want to be able to accomplish. So let's turn the clocks forward to these last few weeks here as we're putting together this huge party in Boston. Here we are on a Facebook page on No Finish Line Nation. Here we are getting together with 39,000 other people, and we're all just having great conversations, supporting each other, lifting each other up, posting videos, posting recipes, all kinds of great stuff. And we're all getting together, and we're all there to support each other. And we decide we're going to put together an inaugural party in the city of Boston. Now, here's a couple things to take into consideration when you're going to throw a party in the city of Boston, where it's going to be hundreds of people to be able to show up in the city. One, it's very expensive. Two, it's in the middle of August. So here we are, or in the beginning of August, and here we are with people on vacations, people with their families or whatever. So we knew it was going to be a risk to be able to put something together during the summertime in Boston, right there for people to experience the city, but also to have a great party and time together. So here's the doubters. The doubters are people probably aren't going to come, or we're going to catch a lot of flack for the price points of everything, the ticket prices, all the things, all the doubt that we might have been able to put into play. Of course, those things run through our minds. But the belief in doing something bigger and better and accomplishing goals and aspirations far outweighed the negatives and the doubts. And we knew that if we were going to put this thing together, we need to get uncomfortable. We need to make some decisions that aren't necessarily as per on paper and on pen as being very popular. They're kind of risky. You're putting yourself out there. You're understanding that there's going to be people that can't make it, or maybe there'll be upset people because they can't be there, or maybe there'll be also people that are upset over the fact that you're trying to make what you're doing a success. And you're trying to put one foot in front of the other to make this a great thing for people that are like-minded all together in a positive place called No Finish Line Nation. And to go against the grain and to go against what the normal side of the house does, the safe side of the house, is something that is scary. It's scary to know that you can put together a party in the middle of Boston, and what if nobody shows? What if nobody buys tickets? What if everybody says, you know what, I can't make it out there. I'm all set. You might have 10, 15 people, or just the people that are actually running it that are on there, and we're going, oh boy, this was just a flopper. You take a risk of that. So yesterday's actions, when we put the tickets on sale for No Finish Line Nation, and people were buying them all over the place. Sales were flying off the shelves. Then you think to yourself, wow, maybe this is something that I really do need to do here. Maybe this is something that I need to step outside of my comfort zone continually and accomplish things that I may doubt myself, or people may doubt me around me. I've got a pretty good support group. I've got good people that I surround myself with, including my wife and my son, who support me with everything that I do. And it's pretty amazing that here I am. I'm here recording podcasts. I'm doing all kinds of different stuff. I'm writing blogs and all that on top of full-time work and traveling throughout the state of Maine. But my wife looks at me and says, you're achieving your dreams. Go for it. So I understand that you need to surround yourself with people that are supportive of the things that you want to be able to accomplish. And if you don't, it's okay. I understand not everybody's at the same place as you are, but you need to move on. Not move on maybe if you're in a relationship with somebody, you're married for years, and maybe that other person isn't where you are in achieving goals. That's okay. But what I mean by move on is you need to move on from that mentality. And you just shut down those negative naysayers and shut down the people that basically doubt you or basically confront you in ways than the things that you want to be able to accomplish. So believe in yourself. You can accomplish great things, just like we tell our kids. You can accomplish whatever it is that you want to set your mind to, as long as you try. You got to put your foot in front of the other. You have to get uncomfortable. Stop being so comfortable that you're going to go through your life in this comfort zone and just thinking to yourself, well, I'm good. I'm happy with where I'm at. I'm all set. I didn't really accomplish much in my life. And then by the time you're on your deathbed, you're going to think to yourself, what did I accomplish? Did I accomplish any of my dreams and aspirations? Yeah, I raised a family. It was great. But did I accomplish things for me to be better, to be great and grand? What's my legacy? Is my legacy that I just played it safe and I made a nice little living and I just did my things? Or did I live life to the fullest? Did I embrace other people's lives? Did I help others? Did I do everything possible for me to be great at being me? Those are the things you have to think about. So make a plan around it. Think to yourself, what are my goals? My real goals, the things that I really want to accomplish in life, not just your surface level stuff of I want to accomplish the fact that I can lose 10 pounds in a week or whatever the dream or minimal aspiration that you want to be able to go to. But these are things that you want to accomplish in life, and how are you going to go and get there? Because if you can start to put one foot in front of the other to accomplishing your big things, all those little things will come along the way. Because you're going to start feeling good about yourself. You're going to start feeling like you're accomplished. The feeling yesterday as we were selling tickets to an event in Boston that we had no idea with all of our internet friends from Facebook page to come together in Boston to get together to celebrate each other. When we started selling tickets, that's when I started to feel this feeling of, wow, that's crazy that we're putting ourselves out there and it's coming together. Now, mind you, the event hasn't come yet, so we got to make sure that happens. But first step makes you feel good about stepping outside of your comfort zone and going for the things that you want to accomplish. And I hope all that makes sense to you. I hope it all does. I hope that everybody can understand what I'm saying when I say think differently. One foot in front of the other, pull the Band-Aid off, and do the things that are necessary for you to accomplish your goals in life. Because if you can do that, people around you will notice it. You will notice it, and you're just setting yourself on a path of success for the rest of your life. Have a great day.
Thanks for listening to the Coffee Talk with Liquidshano 1973 podcast. You can also follow him on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Liquidshano 1973. Also, if you get a chance, leave some love on iTunes. Have a great day.